James Arness says this is why he never kissed Miss Kitty. James Arness was born James King Arness on May 26, 1923, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, was an American actor who became an iconic figure in television history, best known for his portrayal of Marshal Matt Dillon on the long-running series Gunsmoke. His career spanned over 5 decades, earning him a reputation as one of the most beloved actors in the Western genre, and his legacy continues to impact the entertainment industry. Arness's journey to fame began in a modest, middle-class family. He was the eldest of 2 children born to Rolf and Ruth Arness. His father was a businessman, and his mother was a homemaker. Arness, like many children growing up during the Great Depression, faced challenges, but his early life was filled with sports and outdoor activities, especially a passion for basketball. He attended Minneapolis Central High School, where he excelled in sports and showed a particular aptitude for athletics. Despite his interests in sports and acting, his early years were marked by the global conflict of World War II. In 1943, Arness enlisted in the U.S. Army, where he served as an infantryman during the war. His military service would become a pivotal chapter in his life. Arness fought in several key battles, including the invasion of Normandy, and he was severely injured in the leg during combat, which led to an extended recovery period. His war experience gave him a sense of discipline, perseverance, and a deep understanding of leadership, all of which would later inform his portrayal of Marshal Dillon. Following his recovery, Arness returned to the United States, and his experiences in the Army would play an instrumental role in shaping his future career. After the war, Arness moved to California and began his pursuit of an acting career. He enrolled at the University of Southern California to study acting and quickly took on various small roles in films, often uncredited, as he struggled to make a name for himself. His break came when he signed a contract with the Hollywood powerhouse, RKO Pictures, which led to several notable film roles in the late 1940s and early 1950s. He appeared in films like The Thing from Another World, 1951, where he played the role of a heroic scientist battling an alien threat, and Big Jim McLean, 1952, starring alongside John Wayne. While Arness' early film career was marked by his imposing height, he stood at 6 feet 7 inches, and strong, silent-type persona. It wasn't until 1955 that he found his true calling in the Western genre. This was when he was cast as the leading man in Gunsmoke, the television series that would become a defining moment in his career. Created by Norman Macdonnell and John Meston, Gunsmoke debuted on CBS and made its mark as one of the longest-running shows in television history, running for 20 seasons until 1975. James Arness's portrayal of Marshal Matt Dillon on Gunsmoke is undoubtedly the role that solidified his place in American television history. The character of Matt Dillon was a steadfast, honorable lawman who patrolled the rugged streets of Dodge City, Kansas. His calm demeanor, strong sense of justice, and unshakable courage resonated with viewers, making him a beloved figure in American pop culture. Arness's towering presence and commanding voice made him the perfect choice for the role, and his portrayal became emblematic of the rugged Western hero. Arness's portrayal of Matt Dillon wasn't just about physicality, it was about depth and relatability. Over the years, viewers saw the character grow and evolve, demonstrating both compassion and toughness, often facing moral dilemmas that allowed him to display his humanity. He was a leader and protector, but he was also a man who faced personal struggles, making him more relatable to audiences. This complex portrayal made Matt Dillon one of the most enduring characters in television history. The success of Gunsmoke was due in no small part to Arness' commitment to his role. He worked tirelessly on the show, often putting in long hours, and it became a significant part of his identity. The character of Matt Dillon was so integral to Arness that he embodied it both on and off screen. His commitment to his role made him a symbol of integrity and strength, and his interactions with his co-stars, particularly with Amanda Blake, who played Kitty, became a defining aspect of the show. James Arness, the iconic actor known for portraying Marshal Matt Dillon on the beloved television series Gunsmoke, never shared a romantic kiss with his co-star, Amanda Blake, who played Miss Kitty, the saloon owner. This long-standing question about their characters' relationship has intrigued fans for years, but in interviews, Arness openly shared his reasons for the lack of romance between his character and Miss Kitty. His explanation offers insight into both his professional ethics and his personal views on relationships within the context of Gunsmoke. One of the primary reasons Arness never kissed Miss Kitty on screen was his belief in maintaining a certain level of propriety and respect for the characters and the show's audience. When Gunsmoke first aired in 1955, television was still a relatively new medium, and the boundaries of what was acceptable in terms of on-screen relationships and physical intimacy were still being defined. Arness felt that the relationship between Matt Dillon and Miss Kitty should remain one of mutual respect and deep affection without the need for overt physical expression like kissing. He believed that by keeping their relationship more subtle, it allowed for the characters' bond to be portrayed as a deep, yet complex one, where their emotions were shown through their actions and dialogue, rather than physical gestures. Arness also expressed that he valued the sense of mystery between Matt Dillon and Miss Kitty. Their relationship was one of the most compelling and nuanced aspects of Gunsmoke, and Arness felt that by keeping the romance unspoken, the dynamic between the two characters became more intriguing to viewers. The lack of a kiss allowed the audience to imagine the depth of their feelings for one another, keeping the romance a bit of an enigma. This helped build the tension and emotional connection over the course of the series, as Matt Dillon's stoic, duty-bound nature and Miss Kitty's complex past created a rich, layered dynamic. Furthermore, Arness understood the impact his decisions had on the portrayal of masculinity on television. Matt Dillon was the quintessential Western hero, strong, dependable, and always in control. Arness didn't want to dilute this persona by allowing his character to engage in anything that could be perceived as overly sentimental or emotionally vulnerable in a way that would compromise his rugged image. By avoiding a kiss with Miss Kitty, he maintained the tough, no-nonsense demeanor that defined his character throughout the show. This decision was a conscious effort to preserve the integrity of his role and ensure that the viewers saw Matt Dillon as a figure of authority, strength, and moral clarity. Moreover, Arness and Blake shared a deep friendship off-screen, which played a significant role in shaping their on-screen chemistry. Arness spoke fondly of Blake, admiring her professionalism and the strong friendship they had developed over the years. He respected her as an actress and believed that the dynamic between their characters didn't need to include a physical kiss to convey the emotional connection they shared. In fact, the lack of a kiss became an unspoken acknowledgement of their bond, as their characters' relationship was conveyed through meaningful conversations, moments of silent understanding, and the way they supported one another in the face of danger. Additionally, there was the fact that Gunsmoke was a show that was family-friendly and appealed to a wide audience, including younger viewers. The writers and producers wanted to ensure that the show maintained a level of decorum suitable for all ages. While the show explored mature themes such as crime, justice, and personal sacrifice, the absence of a physical romance between Matt and Kitty helped maintain a sense of modesty and respect for the audience. In this way, Arness was also mindful of the role his actions played in representing the values of the era in which the show aired. Throughout the years, fans have speculated about the romantic tension between Matt Dillon and Miss Kitty, but Arness's decision to keep the relationship free from on-screen affection remained an essential part of the show's legacy. Even though they shared numerous moments of intimacy and caring, the absence of a kiss allowed for a richer, more thoughtful portrayal of love that transcended physical gestures. This decision ultimately contributed to Gunsmoke's long-lasting appeal, ensuring that the emotional depth of the characters and their relationships could be appreciated in a way that went beyond mere physical displays of affection. James Arness's choice to never kiss Miss Kitty was a deliberate one that reflected his professional approach to his character, the evolving norms of television at the time, and his respect for the audience's expectations. By avoiding overt romantic gestures, he allowed the characters to maintain a deep, meaningful connection without undermining the essence of Gunsmoke as a whole. This decision has become one of the most enduring aspects of the show, as it allowed the love between Matt Dillon and Miss Kitty to remain a subtle, poignant part of the series, forever etched in the minds of viewers. In addition to his work on Gunsmoke, Arness also starred in several television movies and series, including How the West Was Won, 1976, where he played Zeb McCahan, and the 1980s series McLean's Law. He continued acting well into his later years, but his contributions to television and film were not confined to his on-screen work. Arness was also involved in the production side of the industry and was known to be a mentor to younger actors. James Arness's personal life was marked by his long marriage to his wife, Virginia Chapman, whom he married in 1948. They had 2 children together before they divorced in 1960. Despite the personal struggles, Arness remained a devoted father and a man of quiet dignity. His deep love for his family, especially his children, was something he held dear throughout his life. In later years, he married his second wife, Janet Surtees, and the two enjoyed a peaceful and happy life together until Arness's death. James Arness passed away on June 3, 2011, at the age of 88, due to natural causes. His death marked the end of an era for fans of Gunsmoke and the Western genre. He was mourned by his many fans, friends, and colleagues, who remembered him not just as an actor, but as a person of great character, kindness, and integrity. His contributions to television and film remain etched in history, and his portrayal of Matt Dillon continues to inspire new generations of fans.